ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a video on the channel. Today we are going to be attempting a youth academy rebuild of Reading. It will be a simulated series. We're going to push through, try and get Reading to the Champions League, and if we make that final, we'll play that game at the end. So we've got a long, hard road ahead of us, a lot of scouting to do. We're going to need to find some money to buy some scouts because we're pretty poor here at Reading in League One, but we're going to offload most of the first team as soon as we can. But obviously we don't want to get relegated, so we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Let's jump into this rebuild with Reading. Right, our manager for this campaign will be Ange Postecoglou, fired from Tottenham at the Australian, looking for a new challenge. He's come to Reading, and we'll see what we can do about getting them up the table. Right, a quick look at the squad. There are some aging players here. A lot of contracts will be expiring, but we will look to offload most of this team through this campaign because we want to rebuild with youth academy players and hope that we can push Reading up into the echelons of European football first, and then maybe have a crack at the Champions League. Don't have any money to play with just yet. We need to make some sales, but we did have one scout in Wade, 4-star judgment, 3-star experience. We've sent him off to England for some defensive and centre midfielders. We need some quality in this squad. Now, what I want to do with this campaign is keep the formation. Well, we're going to have to build a team around this 4-3-3 flat, so we'll definitely be looking for midfielders, wingers, strikers, and then a back four. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. Most of these lads won't cut it moving forward. So let's take a look at what's on offer in the current academy. We've got Teddy Whitaker, looks like a solid option. No play styles as yet, but 64 rated, 72 to 94 potential. He's going to come straight into the senior team. Dalibor Kola, 59 rated. Probably not what we're looking for, but some decent potential there for the 16-year-old. All right, let's get him signed up. Mauro Mathieu, he's a central defensive midfielder. We're not looking for those positions, so we'll try and convert him to a centre mid, but 92 potential. And he has tiki-taka football, the Belgian. We also have Samuel Malay, no play styles, 92 potential as well. We'll try and convert him to a left winger. Let's get him promoted. And Joel Houth looks pretty decent, 64 rated, 76 to 94 potential on the right wing, and he's got flair. Let's get him in. Right, we've managed to generate about $6 million in funds through the first month of the transfer window. Wade's still out looking for Englishmen. We've brought in Smith and De Carvalho. We're off to Spain and Australia to try and bring in some talent. All right, the transfer window is shut. We've managed to offload quite a few players, generate some funds, and we've spent those on youth academy scouts, which hopefully brings us back some talent. The big sale there is probably Michael Craig for $1.4 million, a Breffer for $880. Other than that, it's pretty much small pickings, but just enough cash to get those youth academy scouts out there, and hopefully we can bring some talent in to replace these lads very, very quickly. Taking a look at results for August, we started off well with a couple of wins, beating Peterborough in the Cup 2-1 and then Fleetwood in the Cup. A couple of draws before losing to Barnsley 3-1. We move into September. Shit, we've got West Ham on the horizon. That's going to hurt. But let's get moving. And those Youth Academy reports should be back in the not too distant future. All right, we have found some players. Jackson Jennings only 15, 65 to 87 potential, but 6'6". Felix Bentley, a 58 rated centre back, 69 to 89 potential. He can come in, 58 rated. He's aerial, and we need some lads to cover the bench. From Spain, we've got Pedro Vargas, a 63 rated left winger, 67 to 91 potential. He's got some pace. Hopefully he can use that. And another Spanish winger in Roberto Rodriguez, 63 rated, 63 to 81 potential. But yeah, we need some lads just to give us some squad depth. So Rodriguez, welcome to the first team. All right, September was okay. I mean, miraculously, we've beaten West Ham 3-1 in the Cup. We beat Doncaster 1-0 in the Cup. And then we got slapped by Birmingham and Huddersfield. Moving into October, a win against Bolton. I think the academy reports are back, so let's check in. All right, let's take a look at the academy. We've got Albie Goodman, the Australian left back, 59 rated, 64 to 86 potential. We are lacking in that area at the moment, and he does have anticipate, so let's get him promoted to the senior team. Ed Story, 5'10", 15-year-old centre back, 69 to 94. We'll monitor his progress with long ball pass and slide tackle. Jennings, 63 to 81, has turned 16, 58 rated. We'll hold just for now. Toby Sanders was an interesting one. Not the best potential, but 65 rated, 5'11". We could probably utilise his services for a bit, so let's get him in. And the Australian Sean Underwood, a central attacking midfielder with 70 to 94 potential at the moment. 61 rated, 5'6", incisive pass. Let's get him in. October results were pretty decent. A lot of wins on the board before being knocked out by Ipswich 3-1 in the Cup. Sending the scouts out again, we'll stay in England. We've got Brazil and Japan. Let's get some talent. And as for the influx of players from the last Academy reports, Ed Story has turned 16, 71 to 91 potential. 61 rated centre-back's probably solid. Just need a bit of height in him. Jackson Jennings, only 58. His potential's dropped away. Edward Jacobs, we had a look at, but he can probably be released. And the Spaniard in Javier Delgado, 62 rated, 72 to 94 potential centre midfielder with finesse shot. Okay, hello, let's go. November was up and down. We got a few wins there. We beat Wrexham 1-0. We went out of the FA Cup to Bolton 2-1. Academy looking all right. Story still 76 to 94 potential. Jennings 66 to 78 dropped away a little bit. We find Hiro Abe. We are lacking in the wing-back positions. He's 62 rated. He's got whipped pass, and I might just bring him in for a bit of squad depth for now. From Brazil, we've got Pedro de Souza, 60 rated, 72 to 94 potential. Whip pass, acrobatic, low-driven shot. All right, let's develop him as well. And a backup striker. We don't actually have a secondary striker, so Miguel Silva, 62 rated, 62 to 74 potential. He's aerial. Let's get him in. December results, we're on a little bit of a run there before losing to Charlton 2-0. So we'll move into January. The transfer window will open. All right, Academy players, let's have a look at Story, 77 to 91. Jennings, I mean, I was hopeful for the lad. He's a big unit at 6'6", but 69 to 77 has dropped away. We'll hold him for now. We've got Ferreira, a left midfielder from Brazil, 68 to 92 potential with a chip shot. Nathan Alexander, a centre midfielder, 60 rated, 70 to 94 potential with finesse shot. And from Japan, Yuki Fujiwara, 64 rated left winger, 64 to 82 potential. Not the best potential. We'll hold him in the Academy. We're kind of filling out our squad in regards to, players getting rotations. We don't want them to ask to leave. We'll see if we can get some loan deals done to get some quick growth. But we'll just hold these lads for now. Checking in at the halfway point of the season, we currently sit in 5th position, which isn't bad. 15 points off Birmingham, who are absolutely dominating the league at the moment. But hopefully we can get some growth into these youngsters and get ourselves pushing up, maybe for promotion. Unlikely in our first season, but stranger things have happened. All right, we made some moves through the January window. $1.5 million sale to N60 Munich. Kamara leaves for $620. And we did get a lot of the youngsters out on short-term loans. So hopefully they can get some quick growth, as we probably aren't going to get promoted this season. But if these lads can come back, 65 rated plus, then we're really setting ourselves up to strike in season number 2. Pretty mixed bag here in January, just the couple of wins. We lost in the Cup to Wickham. I think that was the BDSM trophy. I'm not too sure. We're going to move here into February with just the 4 games. We'll get some Academy reports back shortly. All right, scouts are off again. We're in England, we're in Scotland, and we're in Nigeria. And taking a look at the current Academy, Story 78 to 88 has dropped away a little bit. 71 to 75 for Jennings is almost worth releasing. Ferreira 71 to 89. Nathan Alexander 73 to 93 looks okay, and Fujiwara 65 to 83. 64 rated left winger. Could possibly use him because we have sent some of the lads out on loan. I'll take a look at the squad this month and see maybe next month if we need to bring some of these lads in to help out the squad. February was a lean month. We beat Peterborough before 2 losses and a draw. Moving into March, it was a draw against Northampton. Let's check on the Youth Academy reports. Okay, not a lot to talk about, but Arthur from Scotland, 61 rated left back, 79 to 94 potential with jockey and anticipate. I'm going to bring him straight in. We do need some depth there. Ed Story, if he can get some height, he might be okay, but we'll hold him for now. Jennings still 71 to 75, has grown 1 to a 59. Ferreira, 69 to 85, 62 overall. Nathan Alexander, 60, 74 to 90 potential. And Yuki Fujiwara, 64 rated left winger. Do we need the depth? Probably. I'm going to promote him. Taking a look at March, just a loss there to Leighton, a couple of draws and some good wins. That takes us into April, where we get a 3-3 draw with Cambridge. Check on the Youth Academy. Checking in, Story 82 to 88, Jennings still at 75. We find Riley Ross 68 to 92, but 59 rated at the moment. We'll hold him in the academy. Ferreira 72 to 84. Alexander still looking okay. And we find Roman Monk 63 rated centre midfielder, 76 to 94 potential. Anticipate, first touch and press proven. Hello, welcome to the senior team. April wasn't a bad shout, a few wins and draws before losing to Huddersfield. We're into May. There's one game remaining in the season after we've just lost 3-0 to Birmingham, but we know they've been the team to beat. Scouts heading off again to England, Italy and the USA. And taking a look at the academy. Story can hold his spot. I think Jennings, it might be time for him to go. Riley Ross, 63 to 81. Looked okay, but we'll see if we need him. Ferreira's dropping away. Alexander, 84. We get a Nigerian and Daniel Chukwu, 64 to 88 potential. He's only 15. And Rory Andrews, the English striker, 68 to 92 potential. 60 overall with chip shot, Travella and acrobatic. We'll see how he pans out. Right, we finish off the season against Barnsley with a 2-1 win. That put us into the playoffs, and currently we have a 3-0 aggregate score. So Barnsley. Nothing came into the academy this month, so we'll just monitor the growth and hope that these lads mature a little bit more. All right, we have reached the end of the first season. Let's do a quick squad check. Pereira's got another year left on his contract. Whitaker's out on loan. He went up 5 to a 69, so that's solid growth there. Goodman up 1 to a 60 with no potential. Arthur's up 1 to a 62, and he's an exciting prospect. Bentley out on loan up 2 to a 60. Sanders, no potential, but 66 up 1. Kohler's out on loan up 4 to a 63. Arbe, no potential, up 2 to a 64. What else have we got on here? Matthew, no potential, up 1 to a 62. Roman and Monk, potential to be special. Nice. Delgano's out on loan up 2 to a 64. Malay out on loan up 5 to a 65. Vargas went up 2 to a 65 with no potential. Underwood not happy with his play time, but he's a 61 overall. Fujiwara 64. D'Souza on loan up 3 to a 63. Howarth went up 3 to a 67. Rodriguez out on loan up 1 to a 64. And Miguel Silva up 2 to a 64. So, yeah, we're almost getting to a point where some of these other older lads will make their way out of the club next season because the Youth Academy players are going to overtake them in rating. Quick look at the season statistics. Harvey Nibbs got our top scorer with 22 from 44 games. Okay, that's solid, but where's our strikers? They're the ones that need to be banging in the goals. Warham there with only 11 from 35. Assist-wise, what have we got? Anything good? Wing, 6. Elliott 6. That's it. Clean sheets. Well, Pereira had 11, so we were in. Let's have a look at where we finished the season. Okay, we did finish 4th, so we did go into the playoffs. Birmingham absolutely smashing it, but we're definitely up and about. And we did manage to win the promotional playoff against Wycombe 3-0, so we will be in the championship next season. Right then, reports are in. Not a lot of interest, but transfer window open. It might be a good chance to get some of these lads in and try and get them a loan deal. Story does need some height, but I think I'm going to promote him anyway. Riley Ross, 69 to 85, only 59. Let's get him a loan deal. Ferreira, 63 rated. Oh, not the best potential. We'll hold him. Nathan Alexander, we do need some midfielders coming through. Only 83 potential. Finesse shot. We'll loan him out and see what happens. As Chukwu's only 15. Lucas Warren, 63 rated, 72 to 94. Okay, let's get him promoted up. And the striker in Rory Andrews, his potential has dropped away. Let's promote him and try and get a loan deal. Right, the Youth Academy reports have come in. We found a couple of players. Ferreira's still here, but we find Thomas Lee, a left midfield striker, 5'6", 69 to 93 potential from the USA with flair and low-driven shot. Chukwu coming along, and also Lucas Bishop, a 63 rated right midfielder. 73 to 94 potential, good pace, ping pass and first touch. Well, let's get these lads in. Right, the transfer window is shut. We've made some deals. Kande went for $1 million. We sold Fujiwara. Pereira leaves as well for $1.2 million. Delgado, Goodman, Ross, Monk, Matthew, Underwood, Alexander, Andrews, Warren, Story, all out on loan. And we've started off August quite well, except for that blip there in the Carabao Cup against Preston. We followed that up with a 2-2 draw in the league. We now move into September. Right, we have upgraded one of our scouts into Svensson, 5-star. We've blown the cash on our academy. We're off to England, Norway, and the Ivory Coast. A little bit of a rough September there. We know the championship's going to be tough for us this season. We only just scraped in, so a few losses there. Bournemouth 2-1. We move into October off another draw and another loss, but let's check on the academy. All right, we found ourselves a centre-back, 63 rated, Bradley Osborne, 67 to 91 potential. It's really tricky to bring back centre-backs at the moment, but he's got a dead ball specialty as well. Let's promote him. We do need some defenders. Chukwu is dropping away. From Ivory Coast, we've got Innocent Doumbia, 60 rated right midfielder, 74 to 94 potential, technical acrobat. We'll get him leveled up. Ferreira's dropped away. And from Norway, we've got Robert Hagen, 67 to 91, 64 rated. No play styles. We'll hold him in the academy. October, there's some interesting results. We beat Watford 2-1 and QPR 2-0. Moved into November, lost to Burnley, and then we beat Norwich 1-0. All right then, the youth academy reports have come in. We've got Cablan from the Ivory Coast, 61 rated, right back, 75 to 94 potential, block, intercept, anticipate. Looks pretty solid. Let's get him worked up. Nicholas Forrest, a central defensive midfielder. We'll need to convert him to a midfield so we get some game time. Chukwu dropping away. Amund Engen, a central attacking midfielder from Norway, looks pretty solid. Ferreira can probably go. Doumbia looking good, as is Robert Hagen. Well, November was not fucking kind. We have a lot of losses there on the board. Just the one win against Norwich. Moving into December, there's a lot of fixtures and a lot of big games here for Reading. Scouts out again. We're staying in England. We're going to Switzerland. And we're off to Australia. We need a backup goalkeeper here for Teddy Whitaker, so we'll see what we can find in Postecoglou's homeland. And checking in on the academy, we've found some more players. Metcalf, only 5'9" centre-back. He will need to grow. We can't play a 5'9" centre-back, but 72 to 94 potential. Noah Brown, 68 to 92, is 62 overall. Cablan, up 1 to a 62. Yeah, okay, he's coming along. Forrest, Chukwu can probably go now. I'm going to release him. What else have we got here? Engen, Ferreira can go. We need space in this academy. We find Lars Ars, 68 to 92 potential. Holy play styles. All right, let's keep an eye on him. Doumbia up 1 to a 61. And Robert Hagen, he's got the rating, but the potential has dropped away a little. Well, we were absolutely battered through December. A lot of losses there on the board. A smashing from Sheffield United, 5-2. We're into January now. We lose 3-0 to Sunderland. The transfer window is open. Right, the Academy reports are back once again. It's all this series is Academy reports. Metcalf needs to grow. He's 17, but only 5'9". Maybe we could change him to a left back. Might be an option. Brown, 17 to 90. Cablan still looking okay. Tommy Mitchell, 64 rated centre midfielder, 73 to 94. Ping past Travella. Now the transfer window is open, so it might be handy to, promote most of these lads and try and get a loan deal for them. But we'll see what we can do, because we found Reggie Hood as well, 72 to 94 potential. Let's get them all moved into the first team and get them as loaned out as many as we can. All right, the transfer window is shut. We managed to get a lot of our players out on loan, so hopefully they can get some growth. We didn't really do any business for sales. We just wanted to get those youngsters out and get them growing. I've got a feeling it's going to be a long, hard season here in the championship. January, once again, not very kind. Some big losses and a couple of draws. 1-1 against Burnley's probably handy. We move into February. We got a 2-1 win against Blackburn. Now, we knew it would be a struggle. We are battling relegation. We sit in 20th position. We've conceded a lot of goals. But hopefully the second half of the season, we can rally the troops and the youngsters can shine. A mid-table finish would be perfect. All right, a mixed bag here in February. Some losses, but we did pick up a couple of points against Bristol. We're going to move into March, but let's check on the academy. Scouts out again. We're off to England, Argentina, and Poland. And taking a look at our academy, we've got a couple of goalkeepers from Australia. Elliot Hayes, 86 to 94 potential. He's only 54 rated, so yeah, he's going to have to pull his finger out pretty quickly, as well as William Miller, 63 rated, 66 to 90 potential, 6'6". Got a centre back here, 66 rated, 66 to 84. We are lacking with centre back, so I'm actually going to promote him up. And Leon Willis is 6'3", 73 to 94 potential. Looks pretty solid, but I'm going to hold him for a minute in the academy. Frankie Haynes as well, 64 rated, 69 to 93. And Switzerland has got Lucas Witherich, 64 rated, only 64 to 81 potential. Yeah, we'll hold him for now. Right, it's not very rosy here at Reading. We did get the win against Swansea, but then 3 losses on the trot. Then we lose to Luton. So April, have we got some youth academy players? That's what we're relying on right now. Right, Hayes is up 1 to a 55. Miller up 1 to a 64. We've got Leon Willis, a centre-back, 6'3", 76 to 94 potential. Looks pretty solid. Frankie Haynes as well up 1 to a 65. Santi Martinez from Argentina, 64 to 86 potential, 64 rated. First touch, low-driven shot. We find Will Humphries, looks like a decent winger, 70 to 94 potential, good pace. No play styles. And Witherich is down to 80 potential. He might have to go. Okay, we get through April. A lot of losses there as well, but we get a win against Oxford and a draw against QPR. We finish off the season with a loss to Portsmouth. I'm not sure if we've been relegated. Fingers crossed we've done enough. Let's take a look at this academy. Hayes has grown quickly. 90 to 94 potential. Ooh. Miller dropping away, but I mean, if Hayes can hit that potential, geez, we'll look to sign him up and send him out next season. Willis up 1 to a 65. Haynes has dropped to 81. Danny Bello, why did we even bring him in? Let's release him. Martinez, 67 to 85. Will Humphries, 73 to 93 potential. We've found Brandon Brown, 73 to 94 potential. Jensen Cairns is 65 rated, but only 83 potential. Woolrich has dropped right off. He can go. And we find another striker, Jackson Allison, 64 to 86 potential. Well, it's highly unlikely that we are on the board here for the end of the season, although Harvey Nibbs has got 15 goals for us, so the midfield is firing. Assist-wise, I don't think we were very prolific. Nibbs, he's the man that's doing the job. There's not much help around him by the looks of things. And clean sheets. Did Whitaker get any? Probably not. I think we got slapped in most games. Oh my days, we've been fucking relegated. Oh, just on goal difference. Really? Oh my days, that Portsmouth, you bastards. Well, we're going back to League 2, but hopefully it's a quick return. Well, let's take a quick look at the squad. Most people are not very happy, but that's probably considering that we just got relegated. Whitaker up 5 to a 74. Goodman's out on loan up 1 to a 61. Arthur's submitted a transfer request. Great. What else have we got here? Story up 3 to a 65 on loan. Bentley's okay. Sanders 66. Osborne up 2 to a 65. Metcalf's leaning. I think it's a loan deal. Drake 66, Brown 62 on loan, Collars up 2 to a 65, Ross up 4 to a 63 on loan, RB 66 up 2, Cablan's on loan up 4 to a 65, Forrest up 1 to a 65, Wings 70 for aging, so I mean 70 rated, we need him, but it might be time to sell. Nibbs is doing a job. He's the only one carrying this team at the moment. I don't think he's going to be happy about going back to League 1. Savage, I mean, these lads are young enough and they've got higher ratings, so they're sticking around, as well as Ben Elliott. Matthew up 2 to a 64. Alexander up 3 to a 64. Monk, there we go. There's some good growth. Up 6 to a 69. Delgado up 2 to a 66. Mitchell 64. Warren 65 up 2. Malay has been sold. He put in a transfer request, and that's the tricky part with youth academy players coming in on important contracts. Vargas up 2 to a 67. Underwood up 3 on loan. D'Souza up 5 to a 68 on loan, and Thomas Lee up 5 to a 67. So we'll get some players back that should definitely be able to help us out in League 1. Doumbia up 6 to a 66. Howell's risen 2 to a 69. Rodriguez has got a transfer request. Bishop up 2 to a 65. We do have a lot of wingers. Up 2 to a 66 is Hagen. Jaden Warren up 2 to a 67. He's our starting striker pretty much. Andrews has risen 3 to a 63 on loan. Silver up 1 to a 65, and Hood on loan up 1 to a 63. Our third season, we're going back to League One. Right, before the end of the season, we do get to send the scouts out again. England, Belgium, and Ghana. And let's see what we have found. We've got David Pardo, a central defensive midfielder. He's 6'5", 65 to 89. Maybe we'll try and convert him to a centre-back. We also have Ramiro Arce, 62 rated left midfielder, 76 to 94 potential. And Adrian Carvalho, 64 rated, 64 to 83 potential. Brandon Brown, a right winger, 67 to 87. Cairns is 65 to 83. And yeah, a lot of these lads, if they've got potential, once we scroll over to next season, we'll get them signed up and try and send them out on loan. Right, first of the new season, and these lads need loan deals, especially Elliot Hayes. Let's get him promoted up. We'll leave Miller in the academy. Willis can come up. Haynes, 66 rated. Do we need him? Probably, but it's back to League One, so I'm actually going to release him. Pardo needs to shift to centre-back. Arce needs to become a winger. Adrian Calvo looks pretty solid, 64 to 84. We kind of really want the high potential now. I don't know if it's worth it. No, release. We're being ruthless here. Same as with Martinez. 185 plus. Humphreys might be able to do a job, so let's promote him up, as well as Brown. Cairns can go. And Allison, geez, he fell off the perch. See you later. Right, Youth Academy, let's have a quick look. The only player we found is Kwame Rumfa from Ghana, 6'5". Big boy, long ball pass. Let's turn him into a centre-back. Academy reports are in, and I tell you what, I think we found one here. Ezra Nichols, 6'5", 65 rated. Yep, thank you very much. Pardo, we're converting, as well as Rumfa. We find Julian DeBacker, only 63 to 80 potential, but 63 rated. Power header, Rapid, and Travella. Could be handy. We'll leave him in the academy for now. And Ramiro Arce is up 1 to a 63. Right then, the transfer window is shut, and we have sold some players back to League One. We need to thin the herd. So I was looking at potential players that wanted to leave, and we've made some moves. So Rodriguez goes, Andrews goes for 1.4 million, Forrest for 1.8, Hagen for 1.4, Underwood 1.5. We've cashed in here. Will Humphreys goes for 2.2 million. Arthur wanted out. He went for 1.6. Riley Ross leaves for 1.4, and we managed to get a few loan deals done for some of the youngsters to hopefully get some growth as we hopefully go straight back to the championship. Fingers crossed. All right, we've spent some money on scouts. We've got another five-star in at Parker, and we've brought in the San Marino lad, Conti. He's off to San Marino looking for some wingbacks. England, and we are in Sweden for some frontline action. I think this season we need to concentrate on bringing in some really high-class talent, building them up, and really look towards next season, because I got a feeling that this squad should be good enough to get promoted again. Taking a look at the players that have come in, Miller can just sit there. It's handy to have a goalkeeper. Bobby Allen, 74 to 94 potential, looks pretty good, but at 5'10" will need to grow. Pardo and Kumfer are making their move to centre-back. And from Belgium, Marcel Vercouteren. Holy moly play styles. Wow, okay, let's develop him up. Julian DeBacker, 66 to 84, and Ramiro Arce, 79 to 94. All right, quick catch up on some results. August was okay, and then September, well, we beat Wrexham in the Cup, but there was, some pretty average results there. We're already into October, where we beat Northampton 1-0. Just the one player signed this month. It's Bradley Heath, 75 to 94 potential, 63 rated Englishman, 5'9" with pink pass and bruiser. Some better results here in October, and interestingly enough, we beat Everton in the Cup 2-1. So we're back on track as we move into November. A 1-1 draw starts our campaign against Peterborough, and now we've got them in the Cup. Right, this academy is starting to fill out a little bit. We might have to release some players. We'll hold Miller. We do need a goalkeeper just for youth tournaments and the likes, but he is 18, so it might be time to move him on anyway. Allen, 90. 84, Pardo has dropped away. Rumford still looks okay. DeBacker can go at 77. Heath's okay. We find Noah Stevens, 81 to 94 potential cam. Ping pass Tiki Taka Trickster. Nice. Arce and Ren. Looks all right. I mean, the play styles are enough to really bring this one home. November was pretty good. No losses. Good cup win. We move into December. We lost to Lincoln, and then we beat Rotherham 2-1. We've got them now in the cup. Scouts are back. They head out again. Canada, England, and we're off to Thailand. We did find one player this month in Jonathan Ackerson from Sweden. He's a winger, 65 rated with 76 to 94 potential. Whipped pass, flair, and acrobatic. Nice. Right, December. A lot of wins there on the board. We beat Manchester United in the Cup 2-0. Haha, let's fucking go. And we are now on the 1st of January. The transfer window will open. See if we can get some more youngsters out on loan. Looks like we've got Arsenal coming up in a big fixture in the Carabao Cup. Right, the reports aren't in yet, but we need to facilitate some more loan spells for these lads that we think could be big for us in the future. I think Bobby Allen deserves a contract, so let's get him promoted. Pardo's 18, potential of 81. I'm going to release him. And I think William Miller, go. See ya. Let's clear things up here. Rumfa, yeah, okay, let's give him a chance. Bradley Heath definitely can come in, as can Noah Stevens. Arce. Well, I mean, the potential's dropped away, but let's go. And Ackerson as well can come up. Right, we are here in January. I thought we'd be up and about, but results don't seem to have gone our way in the league. We've been doing well in the Cups. We reached the semi-final of the Carabao, but currently we sit in 11th. It's pretty tight, but Birmingham, once again, after getting relegated, are pushing very hard to get promoted once again. We're going to have a big run here in the second half of the season if we want to get back into the championship. Right, we end the January window just basically sending a lot of players out on loan, although Ben Elliott did get sold. Not happy with his game time. We've got some youngsters coming through. Monk, I think, is 70 rated now, so he went for 1.9. Vargas put in a transfer request, so he left for 1.8. We sold Tommy Mitchell for 1.8, and the rest were from the last window. Right, January was very interesting with some up and down form. We got through most of the cups, although 4-2 the first leg of the semi-finals against Arsenal led up to 2-2. So we do go out of the Carabao Cup. I think we just got knocked out of the FA Cup by Luton Town. We've still got the BSM trophy. But let's get through February. We should have a report back shortly. All right, we just find two players. Edward Irving, 77 to 94 centre midfielder from England with power shot. And Samarat Pandrakul from Thailand. No play styles, but 67 to 91 potential left winger. Right then, February, we lost on penalties in the BSM Trophy against Birmingham. That sucks, but 5-1 win against Northampton. We move into March. We've got a couple of wins, and hopefully we're sitting well on the table. I'm not going to check it till the end of the season. Scouts are back. They head out again. Uruguay, England, and South Africa. And what have we picked up this time? We pick up Harley Sykes, a striker from England, 76 to 94 potential. A shitload of play styles, 5'7". Yeah, let's get him developed. Taking a look at March, there's a few wins, but then it sort of, the wheels fell off in the second half, losing to Wrexham and Blackburn before a draw against Blackpool. We've got a few games remaining. Just the one academy player this month to come in. It's Ayanda Naidu from South Africa, 77 to 94 potential with a low-driven shot. All right, so April, some rough results. We pick up a couple of wins in May, and we've got one game left. I think it's against Birmingham. Where are we on the table? I have no idea. No fresh academy players this month, but we are getting some growth into these lads. They'll probably sit here until the next season. Scouts come back, head out again. Germany, England, Korea. And the only player we did pull in was Ruben Coleman, a right back, 62 rated, 66 to 90 potential. We didn't get anything from Uruguay. So, yeah, that was a miss. Oh well, let's see what we can find this time. Right, so we did manage to finish the season in third, which put us into the playoffs once again, which we managed to win 3-0. We are back into the championship. All right, taking a look at the leaders this season. Jaden Warren got 14, so at least our striker was on point. Nibs with 12. Assists, Lewis Wing got himself 7. And that's about it. Clean sheets. Did we get many of these this season? Teddy Whittaker manages 10 clean sheets this season. Right, let's have a look at the squad at the end of season 3. Teddy Whittaker's up to an 80. We'll have to do something about his contract, but he's definitely the one for the future. Elliot Hayes has got some considerable growth on loan, up 10 to a 66. Lads aren't happy with their play time. Come on, Dorset, you probably played all the games at left back. Goodman's basically dead in the water. We've got some contracts to deal with. Story up 2 to a 68 is solid. Osborne up 3 to a 68. So the centre-backs are very slow to develop. But, yeah, we're going to need them because you need a strong defence, especially if you're just simulating. Noah Brown up 2 to a 65. Bobby Allen up 3 to a 66. There we go. Leon Willis, 70 rated. That's beautiful. Nichols up 3 to a 68. Kohler up 3 to a 69. Cablin up 3 to a 70. Comfort on loan up 4 to a 66. Wings 31 now, so it's probably time to move him on. Nibs will give him a new contract, and possibly Savage as well, depending on what our midfielders are doing. Alexander up 2 to a 67. Monk is up 3 to a 72. That's some good work from him. Delgado up 2 to a 69. And Warren up 3 to a 68. Heath up 3 66. Stevens loan listed. D'Souza up 3 to a 72. He needs a contract. Lee up 2 to a 70. Needs a contract. Engen up 4. That's solid. Ass up 4 as well. Doumbia up 7 to a 74. Okay, hello. Arce up 4 to a 66. The Belgian up 4 to a 64. Howard's up 2. He's been here since season 1. He was the original academy player. He's unhappy. Why the fuck are you unhappy? Bishop up 5 to a 71. That's solid. Brown's up 4 to a 66. Action up 4 to a 69. We've got Wareham at a 70. Silver. Yeah, we need another striker coming through. Reggie Hood's up 2 to a 65. Strikers. We need strikers. All right, and the academy is coming along. We'll look to bring these guys in, but let's get into season number 4. We're back in the championship. All right, here we go. Season 4. The transfer window is shut. We've been busy. We've sold off a lot of players with no potential. Really making the squad a little bit smaller, but sending a lot of the youngsters out on loan as well to try and get some growth. The championship is always going to be a tough one to try and break into the Premier League, but our squad's looking okay. I have just sent the scouts out once again, France, England and Wales. We're looking for fullbacks and strikers. They're the two positions that I feel that we're lacking in, so let's try and get some talent back there. The current academy does look like this. We found Ollie Benson, 74 to 90 potential. We've got a right back in Ruben Coleman, 63 rated. I did need a backup, 67 to 83 potential. I'm actually going to bring him into the team. We've got Edward Irving, 83 to 89. We find Matteo Horn from Germany, 76 to 94. Nadu, 90 to 94. And Sykes is 88 to 94 potential. Now, these lads, I probably need them at 65 plus before we look to bring them up. Let's let them marinate in the academy. All right, I mean, our starting lineup is looking pretty solid. I guess it's a championship team, but we are going to need some reinforcements. And we're going to need a lot more growth if we want to push to a Premier League side. We need to be hitting 80, so we've still got Nibs and Wing in here, so and Wareham up top. Really struggling to get a decent striker to come through the academy. We started off in August with a couple of wins, but it's been pretty dismal since then. We are into September. We've got 4 games on the horizon. Let's get cracking. All right, the academy reports are back, and we've got Thomas Charia from France, 75 to 94 potential, block and relentless. And from Wales, we've got Adam White, a 5'5" right back, 72 to 94 potential with dead ball, jockey, quick step, and long throw. So a couple of pickups there. Still, we need a better striker. Go through September with a couple of wins, a draw, and a loss to Norwich into October where we lose to Preston. All right, let's keep moving. All right, October, we get a few wins. We lose to Sheffield 3-2. We move into November with a win against Watford 3-0 before losing to Derby 2-1. Youth Academy reports come back. What did we find? We found Marcus Burrows, a left winger, not something we were looking for, but 64 rated, 68 to 92 potential with a first touch. November results, well, a couple of wins, couple of losses, and a draw. We move into December where we beat Oxford, drew with Leeds, and we're going to push through here to get to that transfer window. Scouts head out again to Mexico, England, and the Netherlands. And we found a few players. We've got Ryan Corbin, 67 to 91 left back, but he's right-footed, so he needs to be a right back. Baptiste Grilbert, 84 to 94 potential, 62 rated. Tiki-taka, slide tackle, bruiser, and rapid. Solid. Did we find anything else? Yes, we found a striker from Wales in Connor Williams. 64 to 87, 64 rated already. Yeah, okay. December is approaching. We've got space on the list. It's time to bring these lads up and get them loan listed. Right then, December was not kind. A lot of draws. We move into January with another draw. But the transfer window's open, so let's get some deals done and let's get some of these boys leveled up. Youth Current Reports come back with a couple of Dutchmen here in Bakker and Hendricks. They look pretty solid options. 5'11", 6'2". A chance for some growth in height, but yeah, 66 rated for Bakker there straight away. And he is aerial, so maybe the 5'11" won't affect him too much. Right, we got through January, a couple of wins, couple of losses. Let's check on the league table before we hit the second half of the season. All right, not bad. We're currently sitting ninth. I mean, I don't see us catching the likes of Fulham, but for the squad that we've got, I think we're pretty decent to avoid relegation here. And if we can press on with a few subtle moves, we're definitely into the top half of the table. And who knows, maybe a promotional playoff. That'd be dangerous. What I actually did do was convert D'Souza to a striker. So he's 73 rated, which was higher than Wareham because Doumbia came back at 77 and he had to come in on that wing. So, I mean, the squad is starting to grow. We're getting a lot of offers for Cablan. Obviously, everyone's chasing a left back. Whitaker at an 84 is ridiculous. But we're probably still a little bit light on the bench. Not a lot of reserves. We have sent a lot of players out on loan. So we do have a big squad. They're just not all here at the moment. One signing this month, it's Tom Bosman, another Dutchman, 71 to 94 potential right back, left-footed, needs to become a left back. He's a bruiser. Moves made in the January window were basically all loan deals. We did sell Dorset off to Portland for 1.1 million. I think that was about it. No, Coleman went for 1.5. And that's it. Basically everyone else out on loan. February up and down form with wins and losses across the board. We move into March, beat Sheffield United before a 1-1 draw with Fulham. Scouts pretty much brought us back fuck all, so we've gone to Ireland, England and Trinidad and Tobago. The one player they did bring us back, it's another centre-back from the Netherlands, Steven Driessen, a 6'1", 72 to 94 potential centre-back with Anticipate and Relentless. March starts off with a couple of wins and then the wheels fall off as we head into April. It's draw, loss. Come on, lads. Push harder. Well, we were looking for strikers, but apparently we've brought back a couple of wingers. Brian McLean from Ireland, 65 rated, 68 to 92 potential, dead ball, flair, acrobatic. And from Trinidad and Tobago, we've got Jesse Jones. He's technical, flair, 77 to 94 potential, good pace. Let's go. All right, April finishes off with a couple of losses, 3 wins in a row, and then a loss to Preston. I don't think we've made the playoffs, but hopefully we've beaten relegation. Youth Academy Reports bring us back a goalkeeper from England, Ollie Marston, 79 to 94 potential. He's got far throw and cross claimer and is 6'4". Yep, that's it. Keep moving on. Well, our first season back in the championship once again. We weren't really expecting too much. Pedro D'Souza went up top. 15 goals. We'll take that. Probably kept us in quite a few games. Assist-wise, Savage with 11. So we're sharing it around from the midfield. And that was it. Clean sheets. Oh, Teddy Whitaker with 14. He's almost got himself a golden glove, the big lad. Well, Fulham went up by 20 points. They smashed at Leeds, and we just missed out on a playoff spot. If we'd won that last game against Preston North End, we probably would have slipped into that 6th position. We finish in 7th. It's probably a good thing for us. We are definitely not ready for the Premier League. We can build again over season number 5, and hopefully some of these youngsters can start getting towards that 80 mark. Well, we're nearing the end of the full season, but we will send the scouts out. We're off to Jamaica, England, and I'm going to New Zealand for a big fucking striker. We need a big Chris Wood or something because nothing's really coming back that's looking like it will dominate in the future. Maybe we need a big Kiwi in this squad. Speaking of the squad, let's have a quick look before we move into the new season. Teddy Whitaker up 6 to an 86. I mean, surely he shouldn't be in the championship anymore, but we can build a team around him. Hayes is out on loan, up 5 to a 72. Goodman on loan. It's done fuck all. Cablin's gone up 4 to a 74, an exciting prospect. Corbin up 1 to a 66. Gilbert, 63 up 1. Has the potential to be special. And Bangu still here at 26, probably almost the captain. Story, an exciting prospect, up 3 to a 72. Osborne probably will make his way out. No potential, 68. Bobby Allen up 3 to a 69. Leon Wills, 73, up 3. Ezra Nichols up 3 to a 71 on loan, and Benson up 3 to 68 on loan. Kohler's up 1 to a 70. White on loan up 5 to a 68. Right back a little bit lackluster for us. Maybe we need a scout there as well. Wing is retiring, so he will be gone. Nibs has hit a 76. Savage 74. Alexander up 3 to a 71 on loan. Monk's at a 76 now. Delgado on loan. We sent him out up 4 to a 73. Warren up 2 to a 70. Irving up 6 to a 69. That's some good growth. He's up 3 to a 70. Horn up 5 to a 68. Stevens up 6 to a 67. Tom Lee we sent out up 4 to a 74. Engen is leaving or on a loan? I can't even remember. There's that many deals going on. I've been recording for like 6 hours straight already. Lazars, 72, up 2. He's on loan. Dumbia's up 4 now to a 78. Marcel Vakautaran up 4 to a 68. Nadu up 3 to a 64. Burrow 66 up 2. Howarth we sent out on loan to Celtic up 3 now to a 74. Bishop's up 1 to a 73. Atkinson up 6 to a 75. There's some good growth. Warham's hit a 73. Silver on loan, no growth. D'Souza up 2 to a 74. He doesn't have potential, but yeah, we needed some more strike action. Reggie's going on loan. Sykes is up 7 to a 69. Good growth. And Connor Williams didn't grow. 64. What are we up to? Let's go. Season number 5. Season 5 is alive, and we've got some players here in the academy. There's probably a couple of weeks left in the transfer window, so I need to make some decisions here if I want to try and bring some of these players up and possibly get them loaned out. I'm going to hold Marsden in the academy for now. Bossman 78 to 84. The left back 62 rated. I mean, I really need to swing for the fence here and get real high rated players that are going to develop quickly. We're already in season 5. I need to push. So I think Boseman can be released. Hendricks 82 to 88, 6'2". Let's promote him up, as well as Dryson. We find Billy Rowley. He's a midfielder, 65 to 89. We'll try and get him loaned out. McLean 83, release. Jesse Jones 81 to 94 needs a loan. And we found some strikers. They're 2 Jamaicans and a Kiwi, Benjamin Rowe. All decent potential. Let's try and get them all loaned out. Right then, the transfer window was shut. We sold a few players, that is for sure. Even Miguel Silva's gone. Charlie Savage sold to Celtic for $6 million. Hendricks we just brought in from the academy, and bang, he's gone for 1.4. And then we got a few loan deals done as well. Second chance at the championship. Well, technically our third. We just missed out on the playoffs last season. How will we do in season number 5? Scouts are back. They head out to Portugal, England, and Colombia. And we did pick up a couple of players. Another Jamaican in Jonathan Brown, 64 to 88, potential right midfielder. And from New Zealand, it's Ibrahim Noble, 74 to 94 potential with Trickster and Travella. Results-wise, August a mixed bag, a couple of cup wins, but the league didn't start nicely. We move into September with a win against Huddersfield. Next up, it's Bristol in the cup. September, mainly losses and draws. We move into October, draw with Norwich. Scouts bring us back one player in Francisco Feio from Portugal, 81 to 94 potential, whipped pass, first touch, acrobatic, only 15. We'll keep an eye on him. Right then, October, we gathered a little bit of momentum, a big 5-0 win over Peterborough. Moving into November, it's a 3-1 loss to Sunderland. Academy-wise, we've got a couple of players. Logan Townsend, 77 to 94 centre midfielder. Incisive pass, intercept, and press proven. From Portugal, it's Fernando Magellan, 64 rated, 73 to 94 potential with dead ball and technical. We'll see. Hopefully these lads can keep growing. 94 potentials is what we're looking for. November, we finish with a couple of wins. We move into December for a couple of losses. Right then, we fired the San Marino scout, and we've brought in, I think he's from Northern Ireland, Connolly. A little bit of an upgrade there. We're off to Iceland, England, and Sierra Leone. Scouts did bring us back Hugo Cardenas, 69 to 93. No play styles, but a striker at 6'1". Maybe we can develop him. We've just hit the 1st of January. A few losses there through December. Picked up a win against Stoke, but we'll have to check on our league position. All right, so currently we sit 14th in the league. We're going to have to turn this around pretty quickly and have a good run home. Ipswich on top, 63 points. So we are a fair way back. Need to find a way to push up the table. Right, so I was just taking a quick look at some of the players out on loan, and Atkinson's at 83. I'm going to spend some money and recall him. We also have Nichols out on loan, 78 rated centre-back. Is that going to help us? Probably. No fresh talent this month, but the squad's still looking okay. Right then, the January window is finished. Benson and Verticon went for 3.3 and 2.9 respectively. And then basically it was just a lot of loan deals to get done if we could, but not a lot of movement in the January window. January results weren't bad, with a couple of wins and a couple of draws. In February, we've started well, 3 on the trot. Iceland brings us back a midfielder in Bjorgvinsson, 66 rated, 70 to 94 potential, power shot and slide tackle. Well, we absolutely sliced through February. We beat Southampton in the FA Cup. Moving into March, a win against Watford and a draw against Swansea. Let's check the youth academy. All right, the scouts are out again. I've gone to Latvia, England, and France. I don't think I've been to France so far. Let's get some talent. Come on, we've got to get Reading up and about. This is some sort of a rebuild. We did pick up a few players in the last batch. Salvason from Iceland, a centre-back, 66 to 88 rated, and Olofsson, 70 to 94 potential, and a left winger from England in Sam Welsh, 66 to 90 potential, and a right winger in Toby Benson, and 78 to 94 potential. The academy is getting quite full. I might have to pull the pin or sign some of these lads up. All right, March, not too bad. We eventually got knocked out of the cup by Chelsea, but some big wins on there, 3-0 and 4-1. We move into April, we beat Charlton and then drew with Millwall. Academy still going. We pick up a Latvian in a Dombroviskas. An interesting one, a 5'9" centre-back. Probably not going to play that position, but we'll see what we can convert him to. Looks okay. We also pick up Alexandre Brun from France, 65 to 89 potential. Right, Youth Academy reports are in. We found some more players, and the Youth Academy is actually full, so we're going to have to look to bring some of these lads into the first team. We find Sean Francis, 67 to 91 left back, Bruiser Rapid, looks pretty solid. But yeah, we've also found a striker in Thomas Thorpe, 69 to 94 potential, acrobatic and aerial. Right then, we need to clear some players out or sign some players up. I think Salvason, 76 to 80 isn't going to cut it. We're going to release him. That'll free up a spot. I'm going to hold there. Geez. Okay. Jonathan Brown isn't going to make the cut. And Cardenas, the striker, is not going to make the cut. That frees up a few spots. And then if we sort by overall, Bjorgvinsson, 73 to 87, 67 rated. Let's promote him up as well as Townsend. We'll give Welsh a go. And we'll just hold for now. Right then, the regular season has finished. We managed to scrape 5th, so we are into the playoffs, where it's Reading versus Coventry, Sunderland, Southampton. A real opportunity here for us to make the Premier League, but I'm not sure we're ready, so let's see what happens. Right, unfortunately, we've gone down 3-2 on aggregate, so it's another season in the Championship. Season 6. Scouts head out to Slovenia, England, and Greece. And we did find one player in Gavin Valiant, a right winger from France, 69 to 93 potential with a whipped pass. Quick look at the season 5 stats, with Harvey Nibbs getting 21 goals from the midfield. Our strikers and wingers aren't really doing anything for us up front, unfortunately. Maybe there for some link-up play. D'Souza with just the 11 goals. Assist-wise, Monk, the midfielder, with 8. Delgado, the midfielder, with 8. And that's about it. Clean sheets. Oh, Teddy Whittaker, we need more. Only 13 from 45. All right, let's take a look at the squad before we head into season 6. Teddy Whittaker up 2 to an 88. Ridiculous. Hayes up 1 to a 73. Cablin's up 4 to a 78. Corbin out on loan up 2, 68. Gilbert, yeah. he had potential to be special and just hasn't really developed. It's a hard mix between sending them out on loan and hoping that they come back with the same potential and getting some decent growth, or holding them, trying to give them some minutes if possible to get the growth at the club. These lads are starting to age. Mbengu, 27, could probably still stick around. Story put in a transfer request because he wasn't happy with his game time. Bobby Allen's loan listed. Will's shown great potential, wants a new contract. Nichols, there's the man we can build our defence behind. Up 8 to a 79, potential to be special. Dryson up 4 to a 68. Kohler's a 70. Right back with definitely lacking. Adam White up 2 to a 70. Nibs has turned 30, his contract's expiring, but he's still our number one midfielder and he's scoring all our goals. And he's playing central defensive midfield as well, which is really odd that he's the one that's scoring. Alexander up 3 to a 74. We've got Monk at 80 with the potential to be special. Delgado 75 up 2. Warren 72 up 2. Irving 71. Heath 73. Horns on loan up 3 to a 71. Bjorgvinsson doesn't have potential. Rowley on loan up 1 to a 66. Townsend up 2 to a 67. Lee on loan up 1 to a 76. Engen on loan up 3 to a 75. We've got wingers for days. As is 74 up 2. Dumbia up 3 to an 81. Nato out up, Jesus, up 12. Fuck me. Okay, 76. Welsh comes in with no potential, up 1 to a 67. Howarth on loan 74 has kind of stopped growing. Bishop up 1 to a 74. Atkinson up 9 this season to an 84. Potential to be special. Huge growth there. Jesse Jones up 8 to a 72. Warren's up 2 to a 75. Not happy with his game time, playing behind Pedro de Souza. Up 3 to a 77. Hood is up 2 to a 70. Sykes, there we go, up 9 to a 78. Connor Williams up 2 to a 67. Williams up 2 to a 66. Brown up 2 to a 66. And Benjamin Rowe up 3 to a 61. We'll get some back. We'll sell some off and... oh, fuck me. I have been recording for 8 hours. My voice is going to go soon, but I want to try and finish this career mode. So let's get into season number 6. Right, time to bring up some of these academy players, get them loaned out. Marsden's hit 18, so he needs to be promoted. Francis, 82. Nope, see you later, dickhead. Dubrovkis, 84. Nope, not good enough for me. Olofsson, 88. 88, he's only 16. Let's promote him. Bruin, 66 to 84. We are going to release. Magellan, we can promote. Feo will promote. Noble promote. Benson is only 15. Valiant will wait. And we'll get Thorpe out on a loan as well. Scouts are back. We found some players. Stevenson is a 5'9" centre-back. That is short, but 74 to 94 potential. We've got a right-back in Gabriel Leaf, 72 to 94 potential. From Greece, it's Angelos Tizamata, 72 to 94 potential. And a right winger in Gavin Valiant. Well, no, we found him before. He has dropped away. We haven't got a development plan on him, though. Let's get him sorted. Scouts off again. Denmark, England, Egypt. And we did bring back a left-back in Benjamin Chapman. 65 to 89, not the best, but 65 overall. And he's got some play styles. Transfer window was shut. We did make some sales. Arse went to Ipswich for 10.5. Story to Arsenal for 7.2. Harvey Nibbs has finally left us. He's sort of aging, probably still our best midfielder, but have decided to move him on. 10.3, give some of the kids a chance to try and grow, as well as Mbengu, 10.9 million, and a few loan deals done. Let's get some growth. Season 6, we need to push for the Premier League. Right, quick recap here. August didn't start well, though. We got a win against Middlesbrough, and we're into September now. With the win against Derby, not a lot of games, but we've got to get a lot of wins on the board. Come on, lads. Right, some decent results. Some wins, a draw against West Brom. We beat Preston and we beat Fulham. Just the one signing in. He's from Egypt, Zayed Bashandi. 69 to 84, but he's 69 rated already. If we needed him, we can pull him up. But I think our squad's quite progressive at the moment, so it's going to be hard to get these lads any minutes. It's more about loaning them out and getting to a rating that, you know, they can fill a role in the team. Right then, this month we find a couple of Danish midfielders in Fransen, 77 to 94 potential, and Mathiasen, 73 to 94 potential. Bashandy has dropped away. I've got to be very careful. Yeah, we only want 94s now. They need quick development or they probably won't get a look in. So, yep, see you later. And Valiant, goodbye. And Bashandy's gone too. Right, November was pretty boring. Just the one win against Luton, and we're into December. We're going to win against Norwich, but we really need to pick things up here. These boys need to get fiery. I want to make the Premier League. Right, we hit a bit of a purple patch here through December. We are up to the 1st of January. Transfer windows open. I think some of our loanees will come back. We'll try and get some more out on loan. We need that growth. We need this squad up and about if we want to push and play Premier League football. Right, we're kind of getting to the pointy end of these players not really having enough time to develop. If we do push on, it's still going to take them 3 or 4 seasons to catch up. So I think what we do here is promote all these lads, get them out on loan, and work with the squad that we've got now and try and push. Right then, the transfer window is shut. We finally get rid of, I think, our last real player in Jaden Warham. He's been a servant for us, that's for sure, but he's moved on. 7.1 million. We got a few loan deals done. England went to Hull for 9 million. Bishop left for 5.2. We sold Elliot Hayes, the backup goalkeeper, for 9 million. We've got the other one out on loan. Yeah, just trying to build here for the Premier League now. And if we take a look at the current league table, well, we're sitting in second. So looking for automatic promotion if we can get a good run in the second half of the season. Let's do it. Right, good results for January, and February was decent as well. No defeats, just the one draw against Preston. Cup game coming up there against Leeds. It's the FA Cup. We beat Leeds in the FA Cup, but later on in the month we had to take on Liverpool and lost 3-1. But other than that, it's all W's. Let's look into April. Right then, a pretty decent April, was it? No, a couple of draws. Lost to Burnley again, 3-1. And then a draw on the final day of the season, 2-2. All right, let's see how the stats went this season. Who scored our goals? Ackerson off the wing got 16. Doumbia, 14 off the other wing. And Monk, the midfielder, 13. D'Souza, 13. Okay, assist-wise, Roman Monk with 18 from midfield. That's a solid effort. Horn got himself 8. And where are we with clean sheets? Come on, Teddy. He needs a bigger defense in front of him. 13 from 44. We do manage automatic promotion, though, so we will be in the Premier League for season number 7. 98 points, 5 points behind Burnley. But this squad is building. Let's check on the squad before we roll into season 7. Rightio, it's a pretty decent squad starting to develop. Teddy Whittaker, what was he from season 1? I think he was already in the academy. Up 1 to an 89, only 23 years of age. Marsden out on loans, up 7 to a 75. He'll be the backup keeper. Kaplan is back to potential to be special, up 4 to an 82 this season. And Gilbert is the backup, I guess, up 3 to a 67. Chapman out on loan, up 3 to a 68. Bobby Allen up 7 to a 78, an exciting prospect. Leon Willis showing great potential, up 2 to a 78. Ezra Nichols, an exciting prospect, up 4 to an 83. And Dryzen showing great potential, up 3 to a 72. Olofsson on loan, up 3 to a 66. Stevenson up 5 to a 68 on loan. Corbin up 2 to a 70 at right back. Adam White is the starting right back, only 74 rated, but still young enough. Exciting prospect, 5'5". And we've also got Gabriel Lee up 3 to a 65. Centre midfielders, well, Alexander's on loan, up 3 to a 77. Monk is up 3 to an 83. Delgado up 2 to a 77. Not happy with his play time. Warren up 2 to a 74. He's transfer listed. Irving up 2 to a 73. Heath up 3 to a 76. And Horn up 5 to a 76. Franson up 1 to a 63. Billy Rowley on loan, up 2 to a 68. Townsend's on loan, up 6 to a 73. Matheson up 1 to a 65. Tommy Lee went out on loan again, up 1 to a 77. Doumbia's risen 1 to an 82. Nadu up 2 to a 78. Magellan on loan, up 6 to a 72. Feo up 10 up to a 71. Houth went on loan, 74. Atkinson, there we go, up 2 to an 86. Jesse Jones up 6 to a 78. Noble up 12. That's some big growth to a 77. Benson's loan listed. D'Souza up 3 to an 80. Sykes came back from his loan spell midway through January and took the front line, up 4 to an 82. Connor Williams, loan listed, up 2 to a 69. Jacob Brown up 2 to a 68. Rose got 3 more, up to a 64. And Thomas Thorpe up 5 to a 69. Let's get ready for season number 7. All right, here we go. Season 7. We made a sale of Corbin for 2.3. Selling a lot of the lads out on loan once again, just trying to get some quick growth if we can. But I'm pretty happy with how the squad's looking. Hopefully, we can be competitive in the Premier League in our first season. Season number 7. I've been recording for nearly 10 hours straight. So, yep, we're going to push on unless I fall asleep. Right, let's quickly check in and see how the results have been going. Unfortunately, the Premier League's not going too well. Although we beat Albion in the Cup, we move into September and lost to Millwall in the Cup. A couple of draws, so we are picking up some points, but maybe we're not quite ready for this. Let's head into October, November and December. See if the boys can rally the troops and get some points on the board in the Premier League. Right, some interesting results. We beat Manchester United back in October 2-0. November, we beat Brentford, got smashed by Liverpool, and December was not kind. A lot of losses until we have finally beat Fulham 3-1. And that does have us sitting in the relegation fight at the moment. Yeah, not the best. 17 points. We need to scrape together here in the second half of the season. We need some growth. And we need the lads to really get stuck in. City sit top, Palace in second. Right then, we've got to the end of the season. Some pretty lackluster results along the way. A lot of defeats, and it's not looking good here for Reading. I was hoping that we would stay up in the Premier League. A big win there against Burnley 5-1, but just too many L's and a lot of draws. Kai Havertz top scorer for West Ham, 25 goals. Okay, that's different. I mean, Harley Sykes got 15 for Reading, but it probably wasn't enough to keep us out of the fight. Assist-wise, Monk got 9. We just need a little bit more experience and help in this team. I don't think would have got too many clean sheets. He got 4. That's not enough for the Premier League if you want to be anywhere away from the bottom of the table. Right, so unfortunately, we've been relegated. We're going back to the Championship once again. Oh, what is this rebuild? All right, yep, we'll keep going. Let's check in on the squad. Hopefully everyone's still happy. Whittaker's a 91 and only 4 clean sheets. It just shows that the defense in front of him is a little bit shambolic. Kablan, 84. Gilbert, okay, Chapman's up at a 69 now, so he might be able to do a job. Bobby Allen, 80. Wills, 80. Nichols at an 86. That's solid. Dryzen up 1 to a 73. Stevenson up 3. We've got... Adam White is our starting right back, 77 rated. He's an exciting prospect. He's still going to grow, but he's only 5'5". And Lee is his backup. Alexander, 78 up 1. Monk's an 85. Delgado, 79. Warren, 75. He's submitted a loan request. Okay. Irving's on loan. He'll come back, 76 rated. Heath, 78. Horn, 79. Franzen on loan up 3. Rowley went up 1. Townsend up 3 to a 76. Matheson up 2 to a 67. Tommy Lee's 2 to an 80. Doumbia up 2 to an 84. Naidu went out on loan to Liverpool. He's up 4 to an 82. Vijalan on loan up 3 to a 75. Feo up 5 to a 76. Howarth 75. Atkinson's up 2 to an 88. Jones went to Manchester United up 3 to an 81. Noble 79 up 2. Benson up 4, 69. D'Souza up 2 to an 82. Sykes up 3 to an 85. Williams on loan up 3 to a 72. Brown up 3 to a 71. Rowe up 2 to a 66. And Thomas Thorpe up 4 to a 73. We've got another season back in the Championship. Season 8. Let's go. Right, transfer window shut. We basically sent as many players out on loan as we could because we're back in the Championship. We don't need this amount of squad depth, so let's get them some growth and let's just try and push back to the Premier League. Right then, we're up to the 1st of January. Quick look at some results. September was good. October, we really started building some momentum. November, clean. Absolutely clean. December, a couple of draws, but still all wins. And we head into January. And just as you'd expect, we sit top of the table, 10 points clear of Bristol. Let's charge on in the second half of the season. Right, I've sim to the end of the season. As expected, Reading absolutely smashing it through January. February was much the same, no blips on the radar there. Into March, we did lose to Leicester, but we beat Palace 3-1 in the FA Cup. We move into April, we beat Peterborough United in the FA Cup 3-2, and then into May, we lose to Luton. We make it to the FA Cup final, which we get smashed by Arsenal 3-0. Right, for some reason, the standings table is absolutely busted this season, number 8. But we have won the league title, 2 Manager of the Month awards. We finish in first, and we only lost 5 games. So, yeah, we're back to the Premier League for, what's that, season 9? Stats-wise, Nathan Alexander, the midfielder, has 29 goals. Sykes with 20. So our midfield is what pulls the strings in this formation. It's completely fucking weird. Assist-wise, Alexander with 14, so obviously he's pushing forward. Monk got 8, and surely Calverland had 6, Horn had 6, Atkinson only had 5 off the wing, and Teddy Whittaker takes a golden glove with 16 clean sheets. Time for season 9. All right, I guess we better have a quick look at our squad. Whittaker's at a 92. Marston's back from his loan at an 81. Cavill at 88. I mean, this squad should be able to do something and stay up in the Premier League this season. Got some contracts to deal with. Nichols is an 88. 81 for White now. So we had some considerable growth. I've already gone into the new season. Forgot to do the squad report. Apologies. Monk 88. That's decent. Horn went up to an 85. Geez, he had some decent growth. Doumbia 85, NATO 84, 91 for Agason. Wow. Okay, Noble's out on loan, 85 still. Sykes is an 88. Come on, this squad has to do something in the Premier League this season. All right, season 9, I believe. Basically just sent a few lads out on loan. Other than that, we're going to try and do something proper here in the Premier League. Let's go for broke. We've got a pretty decent looking starting lineup now. There's no reason why we won't at least finish mid-table, but I'd like to push. Hopefully with some growth, this team can push to qualify for Europe. All right, we are on January 1st. A pretty decent start to our Premier League campaign. We beat Tottenham in the Cup 2-1 as well. October was okay. We lost to Wolves, a few draws, beat West Ham on penalties. And then we went into November, lost to Everton, but beat Nottingham Forest. December was busy. We lost to Exeter City in the Cup. That's disturbing because then we beat Ipswich, Man United, and Man City. So where are we sitting on January 1st? Well, we sit 4th. We're 1 point behind Liverpool. It's very tight across the top 5. The second half of the season will be interesting, but hopefully we can push for Champions League football at this rate. All right, let's take it all in. January, we lost to Villa, but other than that, no blips on the radar. February, we pushed through. We beat Blackpool in the Cup 2-1, as well as Forest 3-2. Deep into the FA Cup, we beat Liverpool 1-0 in the FA Cup, lost to Arsenal 2-0. And we head into April. It's a clean sheet, except for a draw against Wolves. May turns up. And look at that. It's a 1-0 win over Manchester United in the FA Cup. We lost to Liverpool 3-2 and a draw against Fulham on the final day of the season. It's been a pretty good run. Let's hope that we've qualified for the Champions League. Top scorer is Isak playing for Villa, 22. Matteo Horn from the... What is with our midfielders scoring all our goals? 21 from 38. Our front three doesn't do a lot. Sykes only got the 13. Maybe he's a bit of a link-up man. Atkinson as well on the right wing, 12 goals. Assist-wise, Atkinson 11 and Cablan 9. Where's Cablan playing? Left back, I think. And that's about it. No, Matteo Horn had 5 clean sheets. Well, Whittaker had 9. A golden glove. Right, so we finished second in the Premier League, so we have qualified for the Champions League. Only the 1 point behind Chelsea. That draw against Fulham has cost us the title, but we did win the FA Cup. So silverware for Reading, and season 10, we're into the Champions League. Let's do it. Let's take a look at how the squad is progressing as well. Whitaker 92 didn't grow this season. Marsden out on loan up to an 83. Cablin's at a 91. Woo. Need to sort out contracts once again. Chapman up 3 to a 74. We've got Allen up 1 to an 83. Wills up 1 to an 82. Nichols is an 89. That's huge. Dryzen up 1 to a 76. Olofsson on loan, and Stevenson up 2 on loan to a 76. Adam White up 3 to an 84. Lee up 1 to a 73. Alexander up 3 to an 85. The midfield's starting to tick here. Roman Monk up 1 to an 89. Delgado up 1 to an 80. Warren 77. Irving 78, both on loan. Heath 79. Horn up 4 to an 89. The top goal scorer. That's crazy. And he's complaining about playtime. Fuck me. Franson up 3 to a 72. Rowley up 1 to a 73. Townsend up 1 to a 79. Mathiasen up 1, 70. Thomas Lee up 1 to an 82. Doumbia up 1 to an 86. Naidu 84. Magellan's on loan up 2 to an 80. Freo on loan up 4 to an 82. Howarth 78. Atkinson 94. Wow. Jones up 2 to an 85 on loan. Noble up 2 to an 87 on loan. Benson up 3 to a 73. D'Souza up 184. Sykes is a 90. Williams up 1 to a 75. Brown 72. Rowe up 2 to a 71. And Thorpe up 1 to a 78. Let's go. Season 10. It's Champions League time. All right, season 10, here we go. Sent a few lads out on loan that were basically under 80 rated, or, we had too many of the same position. Just send them out, make sure they get minutes, keep them happy. Hopefully they grow a bit, and we'll see what we can do here this season in the Champions League. All right, we're currently on the 1st of January. Let's take a catch up here. August. All right, well, we won the Community Shield, lost to Arsenal, and then started our campaign properly against Ipswich and Leeds. September wasn't bad. We played Juventus in the Champions League for a 1-1 draw, and then Red Bull Salzburg for a 1-1 draw. Lost to Southampton in the Cup and lost to Wolves, but we destroyed Leicester and Fulham. October, 4-0 win against Spurs, beautiful. 4-1 against Everton, drew with Forest, and then 3-0 against Aston Villa. November, we beat Dortmund 2-1. We beat Man United 3-2. We've beaten Man City 2-0. We beat Anderlecht 2-1 in the Champions League. December, we beat Liverpool. We beat PSV. We beat Brentford. We're just winning. And then I guess everyone took Christmas off because we lost to West Ham and Ipswich 3-2. So we're moving into January now. Still some Champions League games. We've got Arsenal in the Cup, but where do we sit in all competitions? Right, in the league, we're currently second, 5 points back on Liverpool. And in the Champions League, we currently sit 5th. Sevilla on top. But we are undefeated as well. Let's fucking go. Well, let's take a look at some results. January, a couple of wins, couple of draws, nothing special. February, we beat Liverpool in the Cup 4-1. On pens, I think. We beat West Brom. And we beat Red Bull Salzburg in the Champions League. Moving into March, well, we did lose to Salzburg, but we did manage to go through on aggregate score. Beat Leeds 4-0, which is a good win. We move into April. We've got Dortmund. We knocked them out of the Champions League. And then we have Man City, semi-finals. 3-1 win to start off our campaign. And then 2-1 to knock them out. We are into the Champions League final, and that will be against Juventus. We will play that one shortly. Right, we've also won the Champions League. Fucking get in. Reading on top, 77 points. So Champions League winners, Community Shield winners, a chance at the Champions League. Unfortunately, no, we didn't get the FA Cup. We went out of that one in the quarters against Villa. And West Ham beat Sunderland in the Carabao Cup. So no treble on offer here. But definitely a chance at Champions League glory. How did we get there, though? Let's have a quick look. We finished 8th. We finished 8th on the table and we've made the final. That's mega. Let's get a quick squad report in so we know who's in this squad. Whitaker's a 93. He's 27 years of age now. Marston's currently at Manchester United on loan up to an 85. Cablad's hit a 94. That's mega. Allen 84. Will's 83. Nichols is a 90. We've got a pretty solid squad. White manages to get up to an 85 for the Champions League final. Alexander 86. Monk is a 90. Roman Monk. Delgado's on loan, Warren on loan. We sent them out on loan. Horn, 91. Who would have thought he would have got there? I didn't think he had that kind of potential. Townsend, 81. Lee, 82 on loan. We've got Doumbia at an 86. Nadu, 85. So some good left wing options. Feo still coming through, 82. Axon's a 94. Jones is out on loan, 85, because we've got Noble, 88 up 1. D'Souza 84 is the backup striker to Harley Sykes, 91 up 1, and the rest are out on loan. We've got Thomas Thorpe as an option. And a quick look at the Premier League stats. Harley Sykes got the 20 goals, Ackelson 17, so our forwards really started to find some. Horn still chips in with 13 for the season in the league. Assist-wise, Ackerson with 10, Horn with 8 from the midfield, Alexander and Monk as well. So our midfield is ticking. And clean sheets, Whitaker 12 from 38. It's time for a Champions League final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking on Juventus. They're looking a little bit shaky here with only 80 attack. A 3-4-2-1 formation. Douglas Luiz in the midfield. Costa, okay. A couple of regens floating around here. None that have come through our academy by the looks of things. And they use tiki-taka football. All right, then, here we go. It's the Champions League final. We'll see how this one pans out. I've basically been recording for 12 hours straight to get here. My days. But we've built some sort of a squad. Let's hope that I don't fuck it up, and let's hope we can finish this one off with a big Champions League trophy. Ultimate difficulty, 5-minute halves. Let's fucking do this.
The most prestigious club competition in European football. And now it comes down to this. The final itself. Who will prevail? We're live on EA TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's the Champions League final. It's Reading and Juventus. Got no idea how these lads are going to play, but yeah, let's get into this and see if we can win ourselves a trophy. Not familiar with the formation, not familiar with anything, and I'm 12 hours deep. And here's Nichols. Plays it off to Allen. Juventus trying to push. Lovely ball through. Nichols got in, but couldn't find the striker. Juventus come away. Pedro, Parizio. I don't know half the names here. 10 seasons in. Controlled from Juventus. Mainu. Plays it forward. Got to get in defensive shape. The block. Cablet. Alexander comes away. Look off to Cablet. Oh, crushing tackle. Running with a throw in. Here's Doumbia. Cuts back, and there's no one there, mate. Enzo. Through the guts. What have we got here defensively? Our shapes are a little bit shaky. Mainu. Played it inside. They're finding a lot of space through the middle of the park. Laid off. Trying to push, trying to defend. Alexander gets it out quickly. Here's Horn. Gets the overlap run from Monk. Monk can play it forward. Has Sykes. Lays it out here for Ackerson. He's going to be caught offside. 12 minutes gone here in this Champions League final. Unlucky. Just offside. It's a bee's dick. Oof. Juventus. To Mainu. Cara. Vitinha. Enzo. Good fire football here. Through the guts. They're finding that little pass. We need Horn sitting a little bit deeper. Poor defensive positioning, but Nichols gets back and makes the block. Heads it down. And Cablan. Oh, that's dangerous. That's fucking well dangerous. Oh, what a save from Whitaker. Amazing stuff. Corner here for Juventus. It was almost diabolical there from the Reading defence. This one's delivered deep. Whitaker has it covered. Plays it out quickly to White. White forward to Monk. One can get it on for Ackelson. He's onside. No, you've got to hold that run, sir. You've got to hold that run. The Swede is looking to get ahead of himself. Juventus plays it in deep. Looking for a defensive positioning again. Horn tries to shut the gate. Laid off again. Used to playing without a central defensive midfielder. It's a big strike, and Whittaker gets in there and covers his arse. There's White. Into the middle, Nichols. Oh, geez, that was a rough pass. It's hard to... No. Oh, that one's through. Oh, Whittaker again. He's a fucking human shield. Get in, big man. 24 gone. Corner here for Juventus. A big save again from Whittaker. He's under siege. Juventus played short and delivers it. There's the head up. Sykes, Catlin, everyone trying to get in there and play their defensive role. Quick fire football. Juventus trying to find an opening here. Find one now. And defensive work. Nichols. There's the strike. The shot's wide. It's all Juventus. Allen. White. There's Horn. Don't really have an opening. Allen gets forward. Runs Monk. Oh, picked out by Vatina. By Pedro. Got to push back again. Horn. Can't control the space. Doesn't feel defensive enough. By Pedro. Cara. Mainu, Cara. Tackle missed again. Oh, that one's a good ball through. Whittaker again. Fuck me, he's brilliant. 34 gone. Another corner. Juventus really turning it on here in the first half. That one's delivered deep. And the shot is wide. And Reading trying to play out from the back again. Gablin. Missing that surefire pass. Finds Horn, opens up the midfield. They're stretched now. Monk can push his way in. He's found Sykes. Oh, what a save from Costa. The first real chance on goal. And it's out for a throw-in. 38 gone. Reading trying to find a bit of an attack. Doumbia. Gablin whips it in. What's Sykes? Doesn't find him. Doumbia could get on the end of it. Picked out by Carizio. Through the middle comes Juventus to João Pedro. Mainu takes it wide to keep the shape. Carizio, Mainu, Carizio. João Pedro tries again. Good challenge from Nichols. Alexander plays this one forward. Can't get it through. Trying to thread the eye of a needle close to half time. Carizio. Branthwaite. Peters. Costa. He's playing for a half-time whistle here by the looks of things. Allen gets up. Monk. 1 minute of stoppage time. Horn tries to play one through. They get back and defend again. Cleared away half-time. 0-0. Well, Juventus came out swinging. Reading probably the last 10 minutes back on terms, but at half-time in the sheds, it's 0-0. All right, here we go. Second half. It's anyone's game. Trophy on the line. Champions of Europe. Who will it be? João Pedro. Is it inside? He's got a couple more touches. Cracking tackle from Nichols. Fed out wide. Alexander finds Doumbia. He slides something through here. Has Sykes. Tries to take his man on. And Braithwaite got back. Good pressure from the Juve defence. Good from White. Monk plays it inside, finds Horn. Off to Alexander. Alexander has a bit of an opening here and taken down. That'll be a free kick for Reading. 51 minutes gone. The yellow cheese comes out for João Pedro Junqueira de Jesus. What a name. It's an opportunity to free kick. No idea who the free kick taker is in this team. Well, Sykes steps up. Let's see if he can make some magic. This would be an absolute belter. Oh, he's fucking railed the crossbar. Cracking effort from Sykes. Whittaker way out of his box, trying to set up another attack. Cablet. Allen. White. Doesn't really have an option, then looks inside. Finds Horn. Alexander. Beats it inside. Sykes pulls the trigger. Great save from Costa. And it's a throw-in for Reading. Well, this game is heating up. Monk. Like I said, finds Alexander. Plays it back. Horn. Gets it inside. Sykes spins. Can't control it. Nearly an hour gone. No goals as yet. Tackle from Horn. Kaplan gets in. Allen. Monk. Sykes. Holds it off. Alexander sees the opening. Alexander! 1-0 Reading! It was only a matter of time. 61 minutes gone. Reading takes the lead with a magnificent ball through the middle, and Alexander takes it on. Sykes set him on his path, dodges the traffic, pulls the trigger, and it's 1-0 Reading here in the Champions League final. Cracking finish from the number 7. Gets in. Off the sidebar, thanks for coming. Nathan Alexander. And Reading have the lead.
Back underway. 1-0 it is. Joao Pedro.
Well, Juve will need to get attacking now. Tina Takara. Quick fire passes. Here they come. Maino trying to find the chink in the chain and armour of the Reading defence. It was sweaty early. Allen gets in. Good tackle. Monk fires forward. Atkinson comes around the outside. Pushes his way in. Good save. Sykes. Shot blocked. Doumbia gets there. Here's Morn. Finds Monk. Back inside. Doumbia. Dodges. Weaves. Finds Sykes. Can't take it on. Wants to find something. He finds Alexander. And we retreat here for Monk. Alexander again. Drops the shoulder, pulls the trigger. Save from Costa, corner for Reading. 70 minutes gone. As Juve look to make a change. Bangula is going to check in. Here's a corner. Not known for set pieces. Doumbia drives one in. Kaplan tried to get up. Monk will head it down. Doumbia gets another touch. Brings it inside quickly. Nichols. Allen, it's aggressive defence from Reading. Atkinson, can he set something up? Drives inside, finds Monk. Back to Horn. Lays it off, Alexander. Kaplan. Can't find the opening. Here's Alexander. He's been busy. Finds Monk. Monk drives the lines. Can't find what he wants. Sits it off. Finds Sykes. Sykes tries to pull the trigger, blocked by Peters. 76 gone. Corner, I think, here for Reading. No. Nice touch. Goal kick. Peters panics. Thiago Giallo. And they come. Maino. Not long left here for Juve. Babangala has just checked in, so fresh legs. No changes for Reading. Joe Pedro tries to drop the shoulder. White's wide. Oh, they find an opening here. Joe Pedro places it in. Enzo. Whittaker again. Big hands. 10 to go. Corner for Juve. Whittaker has been an absolute superstar here today. Another big save from the big keeper. And they'll make another substitution. Joe Pedro checked out after that one. Tomas checks in. Corner for Juve. Driven deep has the head up. Whittaker says thank you very much. Simple one. Not long to go. Just need to be patient, composed, not do anything stupid. Kaplan. Alexander. Horn. And for Alexander. And back to Kaplan, who set up the attack initially. Runs around the outside. Beautiful run. And he gets something here into the box. Looks for Sykes. Picked out. Header comes back through the middle. Horn will be there, but good work from Juventus. Looking for a late equaliser. And can't get the tackle in. Juve needs to go for it now. Here we go. Thiago Thomas. Looking for space. Monk tries to corral. Quick touches. Laid off. Juve finding an opening. There they come. Whitaker, another big hand. White needs to get in there. Does get a foot in. Does brilliantly. Finds Horn. Here comes the breakaway from Reading. Monk can push wide. 2 minutes of injury time. Hold the ball, son. Feeds it in. Doesn't give a shit. Here's Horn. Plays it forward. Has Sykes. What's he got up his sleeve? Nothing. It was shit house. But is it enough? Yes, it is. Reading 1-0. 10 seasons, Postecoglou. It's the longest job he's ever fucking had in his life. But Reading are champions of Europe. Up, down, seesaw of 10 seasons, promoted to the Premier League, dropping back to the Championship. But fuck me, we've put this squad together and it's up and about. Well, there you go. That's a 10-season rebuild with Reading lifting the Champions League Cup. Tough little game there against Juventus. It's always hard when you aren't sure of what players can do what, but they played for the badge and they'll get to lift the trophy here today. Who's the bloody captain? I think it's the little right back, the Welshman, White. He's only 5'5". Talk about a big heart. Lifting that trophy. Well, there we go. There's a Reading rebuild. It's taken me 12 and a half hours. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We might do another one before FC 26. We'll see how we go. And thanks for joining me today. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel. Sign up today and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos. One here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the videos